Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Hell yes, I'm cold. You're not? If I wanted to live in Manitoba, I'd move there. Everybody just stay warm. And Frankie chose this morning to take the longest time to take care of his business that he has taken in the 12 years that he's been on this earth. And just to punish the old man. Glad he got a little bit of a smile out of that. Okay, so at Radically Rational, we're just bringing facts back into fashion. We're just making simple sanity sexy again. And we're just trying to beat crazies of all stripes back into the shadows and margins where they belong. MLBA. Make lying bad again. Remember when lying was bad? When there was a price to be paid for lying? Where you didn't get rewarded for lying? Yeah, those were the good old days. All right, sports, football in particular. It looks to me like the parting of the ways between the Cowboys and former now offensive coordinator Kellen Moore really was mutual. Could be a good thing for both parties. That relationship had gotten stale. So Moore gets a new job as the offensive coordinator with the Chargers, where he will get to work with the unbelievably talented Justin Herbert. And Mike McCarthy, I want to say this for him. It looks like he's going to go back to calling offensive plays, something we all have to concede. He did very well when he was the head coach of the Green Bay Packers. We will take a look at it. At least Moore is not going to have to cure Justin Herbert of interception syndrome, because unlike Dak, he doesn't throw them. Check this out. Justin's interception per pass attempt rate last year, only 1.4%, while Dak Prescott in his 7th year in the league led the NFL at 3.8%. All right, I will absolutely concede that there were a series of shaky calls by the officials in Sunday's 2 conference championship games. But that late hit on Patrick Mahomes in the final seconds was not one of them. Are you kidding me? That was open and shut. That call will be made 100 times out of 100. What's not to get about this? The video, the still pictures, it proves it. Mahomes' entire body is more than a yard out of bounds, and Osai lights him up. And I'm not dogging Osai. I mean, obviously, this is a good young man. He feels horrible, but he's owned it. Not one single Bengal player or coach disputed the call at all. I must have listened to 200 media commentators since Sunday. Not one has taken issue with that call, which just leaves us with Facebook idiots and conspiracy theorists as the lone dissenters. And ain't nobody got time for that. All right, I'll make this bet with you. I'll bet you a cheeseburger. How long do you think it'll take once the Chiefs and Eagles get to Glendale and get with the media hordes? I said hordes. How long do you think it's going to take some hack to ask either Mahomes or Hurts or both, how long have you been a black quarterback? You think I'm kidding? Ask Doug Williams. All right, the NFL salary cap next year going to be about $225 million. That's up 16% from last year. Right now, the Bears have the most cap space at $91 million, while the Saints are $56 million as we speak over the limit. So there'll have to be some adjustments there. The franchise tag salaries by position, if you're a quarterback, it's about $32.5 million. But if you're a running back, it's just over $10 million. That's still a lot of money. But it's proof that, relatively speaking, running back is becoming an increasingly devalued position. The chances of Aaron Rodgers playing for the Packers next year, I would say, are now 0. Both sides kind of want to move on, and beyond that, even if the Packers wanted to keep him, and it's increasingly apparent that they don't, they just couldn't afford to pay him with the other guys that they have to pay. 49ers can't buy a break at quarterback. Brock Purdy, I was so afraid of this. It does look like he has a torn ulnar ligament in his right elbow, and that's not a good thing. So, a couple of things. Even if he doesn't require surgery, that's about a 6-month recovery time, best case. And it's likely that he is going to need surgery. And there are a couple of options there. They can try to just repair the ligament, or they can do the tendon graft that is known as Tommy John surgery, something that doesn't happen very often in football, and that would take a while. So Trey Lance, yeah, he's trying to get over his broken ankle that he suffered in week 2, but it's going to be a while. So that's an iffy situation. You say, hang on to Jimmy G? Well, how you going to do that? He's going to be a free agent here in March, and they cannot put a franchise tag on him. So the Niners in a world of hurt, just proving this. Look how many weapons the Niners have, but in pro football in particular, if you don't have somebody that can get them the ball, nothing matters. Has that ever been more apparent than it was on Sunday? I don't think so. Just remember this when we're discussing the 49ers. The Niners were Brady's boyhood team. He loved them. He had posters on the wall. That could happen. I don't rule that out. All right, a little basketball thing just to prove that I can. This was interesting. Last night, college basketball in Lubbock. Texas Tech is down 23 points to number 13 Iowa State with 12 and a half minutes remaining in the game. The Red Raiders come storming back. They win the game in overtime, 80-77. And in case you're wondering, yes, that was the biggest second half comeback victory in the history of the Big 12/Big 8 conference. So way to go, Red Raiders. One more thing in sports, kind of ties into the cold weather thing. So long and well done to the Golden Jet, Bobby Hull. Stay warm and don't let your dog take advantage of you. We are radically rational.